So இன்னைக்கு வந்து மினிமம் பர்ச்சேஸ்னு அப்படி ஒரு கிரைட்டீரியா ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணலை. இன்னைக்கு ஹோம் டெலிவரிக்கு வந்து 500 rupees மேலே நீங்கள் ஆர்டர் பண்ணிங்கன்னா ஃப்ரீ ஹோம் டெலிவரி கொடுக்குறோம். பட் அது 500 இருக்கலாம், 250 இருக்கு. நம்ம இது ரொம்ப ஆரம்ப கட்டம் எங்களுக்கு. இப்போ தான் ஒரு 30-45 days இந்த சர்வீஸ் லான்ச் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். பட் we will make sure that it is very reasonable and it's fair price.
Night service or medicine 24 hours.
இப்போ வந்து எங்களோட லாஸ்ட் ஆர்டர் வந்து 9 o'clock in the night. பட் பை எண்ட் ஆஃப் ஜனவரி ஃபுல்லாக we will have a 24 hour. ஏன்னா இது எங்களோட பார்ட்னர் கேப்பபிலிட்டி எங்ககிட்ட இருக்கு. பட் நாங்கள் அந்த மாதிரி 24 hour ஃபார்மசிஸ் உள்ள இருக்க அவங்களோட டைப் பண்ண உடனே எங்களால் 24 hour கேப்பபிலிட்டி கொண்டு வரோம்.
I would like to talk, Raj, about the investment that has gone into Klinikals.
Yeah, that's a good question. So we actually bootstrapped the whole funding. Close to $500,000 have gone into the company, and we don't think to raise money at this point. We are self-sufficient, so we did that.
And the revenue streams?
We just started a month and a half ago, so we are increasingly seeing an upward trajectory. So we're getting a 20-30% growth on a week-to-week basis. It's still sampling because only a month and a half worth of business so far.
What are the revenue streams? I mean, from the pharmacy, from the customer?
Yeah, it's a transaction model, right? So we get a transaction from every order that goes through, the transaction comes along with it. That's the primary revenue model.
You are charging the end user, the customer, or the patient?
No, the partners. We actually work with the partners.
For the lab sample collection, every doctor prescribe a particular lab.
Yes.
He will not any other lab. See, some of the specific partners only align with you.
Yes.
So in that case, how you will do it?
I'll take it. So right now you see a sample list. This is what we call early adopters, right? So I think the plan is to get as many partners as possible. So over a period of time, the same doctor, the same prescription available. The point is that we want to give optionality. Let the patient, the customer choose what they want. And if they're very reluctant to actually use a service that the doctor prescribed, let them go do it. So we're not forcing anything on anybody. That's the whole point behind it, right?
But in future, there is already possibility because after you are, as he said, you are going to join venture with other labs also.
Yes. Yeah, that is the plan. Is that we are getting the news is getting out. What is getting out? So we're getting partners call us and say, "Can you onboard us?" Looks like it's a great platform for them. Yeah.
So இன்னைக்கு amongst our partners between labs and pharmacies, we are seeing a lot of interest from labs to work with us because some of the practices that we have built in home sample collection, அதுவும் ஒரு காரணம், and also in engaging with them.
I mean, the one thing that we did not show is that result also comes in the app itself, so you can see the app. So you're not able to collect the sample.
So இன்னைக்கு வந்து once the test is done, the report is automatically available on your mobile app. நீங்கள் மொபைல் ஆப்ல இருந்து நீங்கள் வந்து வாட்ஸ்அப் மூலமாகவோ இல்லாட்டி வேறு ஏதாவது மீடியம் வழியாக இமெயில் வழியாவோ டாக்டரோட ஷேர் பண்ணலாம். ஸோ இதுக்காக கலெக்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா இன்னைக்கு நினச்சி பாருங்க, நம்ம ஒரு லேப் டெஸ்ட் எடுக்கணும்னா கண்டிப்பாக 2 நாள் லீவ் போடணும். வீட்டில் இருந்து அவங்கள கூட்டிகிட்டு போய் திருப்பி கொண்டு வந்து விட்டுட்டு அப்புறம் திருப்பி ஈவினிங் போய் லேப் ரிப்போர்ட்டை கலெக்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு அப்புறம் போய் டாக்டரை பார்க்கணும். ஸோ இன்றைக்கி நிறைய டாக்டர்ஸ் வந்து பிரிண்டட் ரிப்போர்ட்ஸ் எதிர்பார்க்குறாங்க. அதனால் மேபி நீங்கள் ஈவினிங் கலெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம் உங்களால் முடிஞ்சதுன்னா, இல்லை நீங்கள் ஆப்பில் சூஸ் பண்ணிங்கன்னா நாங்கள் ஹோம் டெலிவரி பண்ணிவிடுவோம் ரிப்போர்ட். ஸோ இட்ஸ் ஆல் அபவுட் கன்வீனியன்ஸ். We want to make it as convenient to you as possible.
Totally, how many partners will be?
இன்னைக்கு லொகேஷன் வைஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு 100 locations plus லொகேஷன்ஸில் we have presence, various partners, labs, pharmacies, காம்பினேஷனில். ஏன்னா நாங்கள் இப்போ ஆரம்ப கட்டத்தில் இருக்கிறதுனால எங்களுக்கு நூற்றுக்கணக்கான பார்ட்னர்ஸும் தேவையும் இல்லையா. ஸோ ஆஸ் we are growing every day, we are adding more and more new partners. இன்னைக்கு நாங்கள் சைன் அப் பண்ண பார்ட்னர்ஸ்க்கு we want to show them value. அவங்களுக்கு ஆர்டர்ஸ் கொடுக்கணும் and build that confidence in that community. So அதனால we are in that phase. Hopefully, but it's an ongoing exercise. As we keep expanding the outer edges of Chennai and other things, we will continue to sign up more and more partners.
I just want to show you that's the actual result from the actual lab. Yeah. So the labs will upload the result in this new app, right? So
this module is only in Chennai right now.
We're starting off in Chennai. So
any other competitor? I mean, any other people are doing the same way?
So I think I've heard this question a lot of times. So let me answer it differently. This kind, we are the only one. Okay, there are other kinds who could participate in this ecosystem if they want to. So this kind of aggregation, this kind of comparison is really, I'm not seeing one. So and I'm sure somebody will come up that's great because I like competition.
So none of the four co-founders has any experience in healthcare.
So we don't in healthcare, we're not physicians, we are not a lab technician, but we have health tech industry, right? I've invested in some health tech in the US. One of the other partners actually is fully worked on all the clinical diagnostic imagery services. So that's the background. So, and then the way we think about it, I think Kenneth can take this. We were discussing this as that we're trying to target experience, how you get medicine, right? It's not about how am I treating you. So today we have a lot of medicines and treatments for cancer and all the stuff. Still, how we would provide access to the service is still a Herculean task, right? I still have to go get the test done. I have to go wait in the line. I'm sick. I want to solve that. So what we're trying to solve is the human experience of accessing healthcare. That's what we're trying to solve, right? So we want whatever research and improvements and things, discoveries happen in the healthcare, we want to bring it to you in a more easier way. That's what we're trying to go after.
Are there restrictions on the door delivery of prescription medicines? Are there any regulations which govern?
So we are aware of all the regulations. So we don't dispense anything that, first we don't have, without a prescription we don't dispense anything. Second, we want to actually see the actual prescription when we deliver. Without that we will not do that, right? And then third thing we are doing it is that this is not a big thing I've seen in India, but we are starting to put a seal in the actual prescription that it's been already serviced, so that we know that we already have fulfilled that prescription, so we actually are doing those kind of things.
At least healthcare has been in the news for very wrong reasons, like the referral and the sort of nexus between the doctors and the labs, and you are coming at a time when all this is around. So how are you tackling that?
It's an opportunity for us, right? Because we are giving the options for you to pick the lab, you to pick the pharmacy, right? So I think it's a good opportunity for us because the doctors don't want to say which pharmacy. You as a consumer can pick which pharmacy and which labs you want. That's how I think about it.
And one final question, Raj. I
Sure.
want to ask you, what have been the challenges? You did a pilot, and what have been the observations? Who is ordering? Is it something like an age thing, or any type of diseases which keep coming up? And the future, are you trying to get home doctors also in the app?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. So currently, from what we are seeing the middle-age group use this service, and we are seeing senior citizens use this service. So we are seeing a pattern where the senior citizens are coming to us repeatedly. It's also because of one small thing that we do. We typically know for how many days you order. So if you're ordering for 30 days, கண்டிப்பா 28th day Klinikals வந்து ஒரு கால் வரும். அம்மா உங்களுக்கு மருந்து தீர போது நான் உங்களுக்கு ரீஆர்டர் பண்ணலாமா? It's a small thing. It's a very small thing, but we typically tend to ask that customer, and they're very happy. So the senior citizens are absolutely thrilled that there is somebody who cares for them, who's looking out for them, and they're doing that. So we are seeing a lot of interest from the senior citizens. In fact, we are seeing at least a second or third repeat orders coming from them, and also the working women, because they are at work, and then they are also managing the health of the families with the woman of the house. So we are trying to help manage this better. So we are seeing a lot of interest from them. But for all the men folk who are busy with their work, maybe we will get to them soon.
Talk about the challenges in getting people on board.
Actually, the one thing when we started talking about this, we thought this would be a big challenge to have people on board. It's been contrary to that. Whoever we've been talking to actually think this is a really great service so far. I've never seen, from a consumer perspective, seen as a negative. The challenges as per se what we have encountered is stock availability. And that's why we include that feature where we will tell you what's available and what's not available. That has been one of the big challenges, and I think we are covering that as part of this ecosystem. We are telling you what's not available. You can, some medicines are available in this pharmacy, some is available in this pharmacy. We'll show you, and you can also make that as orders and it will come to your home as well. So that was one of the big challenges that we had, is availability. So I think those are the one challenge I see. The other thing that when we started this is solved right now because we have built a module around this. It's not a consistent ecosystem about medicines inventories and medicine SKUs, if you will. So we have to build a logic and method to make sure that we map all of the pharmacy data into us so that we know what to send it, right? So that's another thing that we have to overcome. So.
In the future, home doctors, nursing.
Yeah, so we want to make sure we land all this first, right? Because anything, just a common business, and that we have a vision where we want to go, but we want to make sure we land on this concept first. Make sure that we hit the numbers that we want to hit, and then we will think about expanding the service. Like Kenneth said, we do want to be the one-stop shop for all your healthcare apps, so we'll get there. But I think the focus right now is to get these two services rolled out.
Thank you.
Anything else?